My people, hello, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to my review of the Legacy Discs Redalen Signature Series Shattered Phenom. This is the first Legacy disc I've tested in quite a while. I've actually reviewed the Phenom previously years ago, back before I did flight footage and all that kind of stuff, so I've had this one added to the playlist for a while, but this is a new run, new plastic, and it is a signature disc for a somewhat local player, Cole Redalen from Oregon, and I'm happy to test it out here on the channel. Legacy actually hit me up, asked me if I'd be interested in trying these, helping to kind of spread the word about them. They are not actually out on the market yet as of the time I'm sitting down to film this review. So you'll have to follow them on social media and keep an eye out for your local retailers and online retailers and stuff to see when these drop. You can find the links in the description to Legacy's website as well as all their social media. So if you're interested in these, go follow Legacy and you'll for sure find out when they actually hit the market and you can start to order them. So they sent me 5 different ones in some different colors. These 2 blues, actually, the whole time testing and stuff, I thought they were exactly the same, but it's actually, this one's actually a little bit more of a turquoise blue. This one's just a hair more of a kind of a royal blue. It's tough to see, but sitting here in person underneath my filming light, I can see it. Not sure how well the camera's picking it up, but really good looking. I like the simplicity of this stamp. It looks good. I like the lettering on this one. Be a fun one to dye. You can kind of glue mask the letters so the letters stay the same color, then dye the rest. I might mess around with this one once I'm done filming here and do some dyes. So we got this nice, beautiful kind of neon green yellow one. It's probably my favorite overall. We all really like the look of this pink one as well. This is a beautiful disc. This one was probably slightly more overstable than the other ones. This one has the white stamp, and look at the amount of metal flake in this kind of more traditional kind of sun yellow color. So much metal in that thing, but again, didn't really make any difference in terms of the stability across the board with these. They were all right around the same. Pink one a little bit more stable. So nice to have a stack of 5 of them. Absolute luxury. We were able to take them out to Bonneville. I was heading out for just a fun round with the guys. I brought the camcorder. We threw these each a few times, got plenty of footage and got a nice feel for the mold, was able to see how consistent they are, which is all really nice stuff. So thanks very much to Legacy for hooking it up. Nice to hear from them. I haven't checked out any of their plastic in a little while here. So let's take a look at this nice pretty sun yellow one, and we'll take a look at the rim design on this thing, and I'll also give you the flight numbers, which are 8, 5, -1, and 2, and I would say are, based on our testing, basically dead on. It's a little bit of a slower kind of fairway disc, not quite 9 speed like my beloved Escapes or anything like that. A tick slower than that. Similar glide, little bit of flip up turn to it where it flies very straight up to speed, but it did have some fade back. Again, you'll take a look at plenty more footage a little bit later in the video once we get past the design and the look. They all kind of have a little bit of a dome to them. They're not super flat, but they're not really pop top either. Just kind of like an average smooth dome across the top on these. The plastic feels really nice. Has a very similar feel to like a Metal Flake Champion plastic or so. Maybe a little grippier than I remember some of the Metal Flake Innova stuff. It's been a while since I've tried any of that, but this thing definitely feels nice, and we had a good time testing them. 8.6, -0.5, and then 2.5 are the fade on the Bear. Definitely a bit more stable, but similar speed, so I thought these would be good ones to compare to each other. Let's take a look here. There is you can see the Phenom has that kind of, it's a little bit more symmetrical top and bottom. You know, a lot of discs have a very noticeable difference on the angles of the top and the bottom. The Phenom's a little bit more kind of consistent on that shape, as I think you can probably see there. Moving on, we also have the Yikun Bi, I believe it would be pronounced. This one has a huge pop top, super smooth pop top rounded dome on it, but it is a 9.5 -1 2. So basically the same numbers, but just a little bit faster, which I would say is probably about true. And also with that huge pop top, this thing has a boatload of glide as well. So just a couple things to take a look at next to it, as we like to do. The feel is nice. Again, didn't take very long to get used to these in terms of how they fly and what to expect from them. Basically did what we expected them to do from the first throw to the last. And definitely a nice workable flyer. So let's take a look at some more flight footage here. Just got me and Andy in this video. You know, cliche, point and shoot, flies by the numbers. One of those discs that, again, flies very straight. A little bit of natural turn to get it to pop up straight and hold a nice straight line with that little bit A little bit of slowdown and hook up with the fade of 2, I think, is about right. Pretty dead on to the flight numbers based on our testing. Nice straight flyer, holds a nice anhyzer as well. Will hold a turnover for you if you want to. And a really workable flyer that anybody could really use. It's one of those discs that's a workhorse. You know, if you had this in the bag and you were comfortable with it, you probably find yourself reaching for it a lot because it's going to fly nice and straight and stable. Did not accidentally flip or roll very much at all. Just that little bit of stability, a little bit of understability rather, to let it kind of pop up straight. And then from there, nice glide and a consistent little hookup at the end of the flight. So we had a good time testing them. Thanks very much once again to Legacy Discs for sending me these to try out. Always happy to connect with the company and work with them. We have some other stuff that they sent me that will be in my next unboxing video. Some overstable mid-ranges they sent me as well. So stay tuned. We'll definitely be checking out some more Legacy plastic in the near future. Thank you to all of you guys for watching. I appreciate your continued support of the channel. We're creeping up on 15,000 subscribers, and we're also only a couple of discs away from 300 disc reviews. Now, as I said earlier, a lot of them did have, you know, my old school tabletop format where I used to just talk about the discs, show the shape, show the design, the feel, all the things that are constant, and then talk about my, you know, my experience with them. I didn't really think it was all that relevant how they flew for me, to be honest, as well, but I was more just trying to give you guys like a virtual shopping experience in those days. But since then, I've now gone on to make over 100 disc reviews with full throwing footage, multiple throwers, all that stuff. So yeah, we're creeping up on almost 300 discs in the playlist, which is pretty wild. And I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for disc review number 300. If you have any ideas, let me know. I was thinking about doing my first ever driver, which was a DX Valkyrie. I thought that might be kind of fun. So thank you to everybody for your support. I appreciate you all. Links in the description for all the pertinent information that you need about these discs and all of the ways you can help support me if you enjoy the channel. Shout out to the Disc Golf Nerd Patreon support team. I love you all, and I will talk to you very soon. Cheers.
I feel like on this shot, I think I'm going to go Phenom.
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 I think that's a phenomenal choice. And your Adidas.